so close. You were so close, and you had it, and then, like the flowers on the table in Ghostbusters, pulled it out from under us. Under us, not under us. Excuse me. So, obviously, I'm not very happy with the final results of Clash at the Castle. Yes, you can't see me. Hold on. I'm preparing myself. I'm getting something to drink. My paper. Just to kind of go through the results. I am very negative on 2 results at this pay-per-view. And not just because they're the 2 matches I was wrong on. It's the 2 matches that, to me, needed to have different outcomes. And I feel like these were the 2 more important ones that need to happen. Yes, they're the 2 big championship matches. There's the Intercontinental Championship match, but nobody thought that Walter was gonna lose. But we'll get to that. Yeah. Actually, there's another outcome in the match. Oh wait, I lost 3. I lost 3 matches, but there's 3 different outcomes there. 3 matches that I lost because to me it should have went a different way around, and I will get to that. But first and foremost, why you're getting this a little bit late is because I wasn't home. I was busy because WWE likes to air these things when I'm busy for some reason. I know they don't do it on purpose, but I don't know. These special pay-per-views that are aired during the day, they do it when, I'm not able to watch it because either I'm at work or I have to be somewhere else. Visitation with my son in it. I understand that they air these in the middle of the day in America because over there it's nighttime. But you don't have to air them live. I mean, this one doesn't matter because I wouldn't have been home either way. But I'm just saying, it always sucks. I'm not able to watch these special ones because I'm always busy. That's my, it just happens. So, 6 matches. I don't know. I thought when Triple H took over, we'd start having, in my opinion, I know there's a lot, but at least there should be a lot of championship matches at pay-per-views. You remember back in the day, in the mid-2000s, there were a lot of title matches at pay-per-views. Here we got 3, which is half of the matches, but still, title matches are supposed to be important to pay-per-views or premium live events, as they call them, and it's few and far between when we get pay-per-views with a lot of these in there. There was no tag team championships. The Usos were apparently not medically cleared, which is bullshit because I realized when it happened in the main event why they did the Usos are not medically cleared, medically cleared, and Sami Zayn's not medically cleared, and there's no Paul Heyman, and they were trying to make it because something happens, and I was like, oh, I don't know. But let's get started with the night. So we started off with Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka versus Bayley's team, which is Bayley, Io Shirai, and Dakota Kai. And no, I'm not calling them by their stupid new names. Okay? So if there are any superstars that have a name change, you'll notice I won't call them by that name change. So it was Bayley, Io Shirai, and Dakota Kai. Right? Now they're known as Damage Control, I guess. I don't know, it's stupid. I mean, the name sounds okay, but then their Titantrons are red, black, and yellow, and it's why? It's stupid. It looks stupid. But this was a decent opener. Obviously, Damage Control won, because of course they did. Which is the right thing to do. They needed to have a win because they're new. They need to establish their dominance. Although I do want to talk about here the whole women's tag team championship debacle. Well, I've never been 100% on board with those titles. Why didn't Damage Control win those titles? I don't understand why they were given to Raquel Gonzalez and Aaliyah. They did. I mean, I know Gonzalez is a heavy competitor. She should be challenging for the SmackDown Women's Championship. But then Aaliyah has been a jobber everywhere. And, Shirai and Kai, they're trying to, show that they're the new badasses on the block. And they don't win. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. But yeah, after that, we got Walter defending Intercontinental Championship against Sheamus. And Sheamus came out with Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland. And when Walter came out, though, he did not just come with Marcel Bartel. Oh, no. Fabian Eichner. Yes, I know it's Giovanni Vinci now, which they're still calling him by that name. I do like that name. And I like his little beard he got going. But, yeah, so Imperium is back together, which didn't play in the end at all. This was a hard-hitting match, man. Sheamus looked like he had ketchup all over his chest after all. Jesus Christ. That man, he's going to need a new chest plate, because, goddamn. This was hard-hitting. And yes, Walter retained, because nobody thought he was going to lose. But Sheamus even got cheered by the crowd at the end, which, this is a problem. Because when we get to the main event, I thought, okay, Sheamus is the one that's going to lose because there's two local boys. So you're going to have Drew win the main event, Sheamus lose this one. So you can say, oh, at least one of them won. Well, then we'll get to it. But this was a great match. Probably match of the night. Probably my favorite match of the night, to be honest. And then we had Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler. Why didn't Shayna Baszler win this match with like the first 5 seconds? I said this when making an entrance. What should happen is the bell rings. She immediately puts her in a Karafuda clutch and she taps and it's over. Because what you need to do, Vince McMahon has ruined Shayna Baszler because he didn't like her. He didn't care for Shayna Baszler. So he ruined her. He tried to show her dominance in that debacle with the Elimination Chamber, and then she lost at WrestleMania when she should have won the Raw Women's Championship. And here, you needed to show that Shayna was dominant again, like that Elimination Chamber. So why not within not even 5 seconds, but within the first few minutes, try to they're kind of testing waters with each other, and then boom, she puts it in, and she's forced to tap, and that's it. And you show how dominant she is. No, we had a decent-sized match, and for some reason, Liv Morgan retained. I know they're probably still doing the Ronda Rousey thing, but nobody wants that. Everyone wants to see Ronda versus Shayna. I was happy when Liv won, but now that there's the prospect of Ronda versus Shayna, nobody cares about Liv Morgan anymore. So, in my opinion, Liv Morgan should have lost this match. Just my opinion. I'm just saying. Shayna should be the SmackDown Women's Champion right now. But no. Bad decision number one. And these last 3 matches I had... Well, no, there's another match. But we had the Judgment Day versus Rey Mysterio and Edge. And if you didn't see the twist coming on before the match... you didn't see it. Everyone's been saying, Dominic's going to turn on. But why in the hell did you wait to do it till after the match? See, the Judgment Day lost because Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio kind of helped them win. Why? Why did you have him help Rey Mysterio and Edge win if he was going to turn on them after the match. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. He should have turned on them during the match, costing them the match. And the way they show it is like he kicked Edge in the balls because he was jealous. You know, that's what it seemed like. And then he clotheslined his own dad, right? Why didn't you have him do it during the match? The Judgment Day should have won. Edge and Mysterio did not need to win this match. They did not need to win. They could have lost. Just fine. I know Edge had this renewed spirit, but he won his first match back. He beat Damian Priest. Excuse me. So he didn't need to win this one because he already won his first match back from showing up again. So he did not need to win this. The Judgment Day should have won. Plain and simple. Because Dominic did something to cost them the match. To cost Edge and Mysterio the match. And what it should have done, it should have cost Edge the match. And then, after the match, when Ray's trying to figure out what happened, then he turns on his dad. Because you're thinking, oh, he's just mad at Edge, but then he's mad at his dad, too. You know? That's how they should have done it. I think they did it wrong by waiting until after the match. Judgment Day should have won. Just simple. However, the next match, I did like the result. We had Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle. He's Matt Riddle now. I would call him that anyway. But, yeah. And I said going into this that Rollins needed to win this match because he lost 3 in a row to Cody and didn't need to lose again. But I had my doubts that would happen because they're playing up Riddle and the trash talking and his anger. And I thought, oh, they're just going to have him, like, mow over Rollins. It's going to be over. No, Rollins won. Rollins came out dressed like a freaking devil thing. I don't know what the hell he was wearing. His pants were on fire. I don't know. Every time you think you figure him out, he just comes out dressed. I don't know what he was dressed as. I stopped trying to figure out his attires a long time ago. But this was a great match. Probably the second best match of the night between these two. They, you know, Rollins tried to go for the RKO at one point. He hit the Bro Derek at another point. And these two were just going back and forth, hard hitting. And yeah, at one point there was an avalanche. At one point, Seth Rollins went through the superplex into the Falcon Arrow, but when he hit the superplex, Riddle reversed it and hit his own move. And then later, Rollins hit a curb stomp from the top rope, which could have been dangerous for Riddle, but, you know, yeah, I think Rollins winning was the good choice. That was good. And, well, it's main event time. So, I don't like how they did this, but it was nice to hear it again, but I didn't like how they did it. And I know why they did it, because of the ending of the match. But there was the whole thing, you know, Drew has been on Twitter and everything. What is yours? Now is mine. It's his old theme song, Broken Dreams. Everyone's saying Broken Dreams is going to come back. Vince McMahon hated that song. Sheamus, by the way, didn't get his old thing, which everyone says he should have back, but he didn't have it. But, yeah. But what they did the whole Triple H King of King things, where they play a little video graphic thing at the beginning with it, and then went into his regular thing. I'm like, no! He should just come out to it. And then when the match ending happened, I realized they didn't go all the way with it because he was going to lose. If they had gone through and played the entire, you know, his entrance was the entire song, and then he lost, I think people would have been more like, you gave him his song and he lost still. It's one of those things where you can't give him all this, you can't give him his song back and all this, you know, stuff and then have him lose. So you give a little graphic thing and then his regular thing, which I just give him back Broken Dreams. Come on. It was nice. Just give it back full time. I mean, come on. Yeah. This match was overbooked. Plain and simple. I mean, it was the only match that had the shenanigans, but it wasn't necessary. It was good until they did the ref bump. And is anyone else getting sick of the whole, oh, he might not get back into the ring? Enough. Like, I think maybe at least one of the times in this was an accident because McIntyre slipped. And I think that wasn't supposed to happen. But I'm getting sick of having matches where they're wrestling on the outside and one of them is knocked down and the other one gets in the ring. And so the referee's counting. He's like, oh no, he might not make it in time. It's a count of 8. I'm getting sick of it. They do it in every big match now, it seems. And I'm just getting sick of it. It's annoying. Because they, I know Vince McMahon is gone, but he liked to end matches like that. And everybody kept saying, oh, it's either going to get count up or disqualification because they don't want either one of them to win. That's the Vince McMahon thing. Although, I don't know. The ending of this match was... So like I said, it was going good. There was spears through the barricade. The story they were building to, that they just sort of abandoned when they decided to do the screwy finish, was that Drew couldn't hit a Claymore. He kept trying. He couldn't hit it. And I thought, they're going to do this. They're going to pull the trigger. That's the whole story. He can't get the Claymore, and he's finally going to get it. And he's going to win. But no, when he finally hits the Claymore, and I saw it come from a mile away, because Roman's arguing with the referee, he's in the corner and stuff, and Drew hits the Claymore, knocks the referee, Chucky Robinson, down, and I'm like, oh, come on! Why do this? I mean, ref bumps are fine, but like, it's not needed here. And why? Then Austin Theory comes out. Yes, he's Austin Theory again. I'm like, oh, are they going to do this? Is he going to cash in? No, because Tyson Fury punches him in the face for some reason. Because he went all the way over to the timekeeper's table to cash in. Why? Why? They always go in the middle of the ring to cash in. Why would he go all the way over to the timekeeper's table? Only so Tyson Fury could punch him. It makes no sense that he went over there. They always do it in the middle of the ring. I don't understand. And like he should have. This was your out. This was the out. Okay. God damn it! I spilled my pop. I got pissed. If you hit that, that's my pop. But anyway, it was an out, all right? Because what they could have done, I gotta clean this up. What they could have done, what they should have done, and I'm saying this, okay? I might have said it before, but I'm saying this, okay? If you're hearing that, it's my pop. I swear, I'm not peeing. Have Austin Theory cash in, make it a triple threat match, and then Austin Theory takes the pin. It takes the pin from Drew or whoever Roman is facing. Have Theory take the pin, and it saves Roman. It keeps Roman looking strong because he didn't actually get pinned for the titles. And there you go. You could have a title change. But no, every time Theory tries to cash in, something happens. And I feel like I could book this better than anyone. Vince or Triple H right now. Because I just feel like Roman should have lost the title the minute Vince McMahon was fired. SummerSlam. That should have been it. Because Roman was Vince's boy. And he's held it for 2 years, and that's long enough. Roman should have lost. Plain and fucking simple. He should not be champion anymore. And honestly, I'm getting sick of it. I really am. Because he doesn't lose. And like I said before, they were saying, oh, the Usos aren't medically cleared. Sami Zayn is not medically cleared. So it's supposed to make you think, oh, Drew could do this. But in the back of your mind, if you know wrestling, you know, no, something else is going to happen. And there's a hooded guy. And why would you even have him come out in a hood? Because you know that it's got to be Solo Sikoa. Because people have been saying for the longest time now, he should come up to the main roster and join the bloodline. And there he is. It's like, who is it? And even before they took the hood off, I'm like, oh, it's Solo Sikoa. And it was. It's because, obviously, It's the most obvious thing to do. But I'm sick of it. And I know you're saying, well, Scotty, obviously they're waiting for Cody. That was Vince's plan. Hopefully, that was Vince's plan. That Cody would show up and eventually take the title from Roman. But I don't even know if that's in the cards anymore. And people keep saying, oh, they could do a screwy finish, or Austin Theory could cash in on one of the titles. I don't know. People want the titles to split apart. I don't know if they'll do that. I don't know. But I'm just sick of having Roman as champion. I'm just sick of it. He's had it for way too long, and he needs to lose the title. I can't. And I know people will be like, oh, but you walk around and go, we the ones, Zeus, we the ones. I'm playing around. Okay, I don't actually. It's one thing when you know he's going to win, but I actually had high hopes they would give it to Drew McIntyre, especially in his own country. But no. And because their homeboy lost, they decided, oh, Drew's going to lose, so we're going to do a thing after the match to kind of give people a happy ending. So after Roman leaves, they have Tyson Fury come out and sing songs with Drew McIntyre so that the crowd gets happy and cheerful again. So they're not pissed. That was their way to have a happy ending, was to have a sing-song with Tyson Fury so that people didn't go home pissed. Oh, hey, he lost, but he sang a song with Tyson Fury. Yay. It started up good and then just kind of at the end. I don't know. The booking has been better, but it needs to get even better, okay? People are saying, oh, well, Drew McIntyre's going to go to the thing with Karrion Kross. Yeah, you still could have done that. Because if Roman's going to be... This is my big hang-up, is Roman is on this schedule where he's off. He's essentially a part-timer now, right? So give the title to someone who's going to be around. You know? It shouldn't be that hard to give it to people who are going to be around and not gone for... I never understood that. I know it was like a Vince McMahon policy, and it supposedly Triple H trying to get rid of all part-timers. No Goldberg, no Brock, apparently. Well, Roman should count in that now because of his schedule change. And I don't know how to say this. He should have lost. He should have lost a long time ago. He needs to lose that title. Those titles, whatever. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And I'm done complaining. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just done with this. Yeah, so what are your thoughts on Clash at the Castle? Leave me a comment below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. It's been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.